Hi, Dougie Bird from Doug Bird's Tackle World here with Stuart Christ and Team Tackle World. How you going, Stu?
Dougie, good mate. How are you, mate?
Mate, great. We have got a fishing report for this weekend, the
14th and 15th.
of October,
Yep.
2023.
Yeah.
Okay, Stewie, so we've got a bit happening this week. You've been fishing this week as well?
A little bit, mate.
Yes. Flatties?
A little bit of flathead fishing. We caught some dolphin fish yesterday, mate. Went out with Timmy again and your son Jack. And we
You
caught
did.
some dolphin fish and
I had to work.
had a great old time.
Yeah. So, Stewie, we're going to talk about dolphin fishing. We've got a seminar coming out next Thursday the 19th.
Yep.
But that one's actually booked out. So if you want to do it, we're now doing a second one because we've got a few bookings on the 26th, Thursday the 26th of this month. So 2 Thursdays in a row. First one's booked out. And then we've got a yellowfin tuna because that's going off offshore. Actually, we'll start at yellowfin tuna.
Yep.
We'll start at wide and we'll work our way in. So this past week we've had really good weather.
We have.
Tuesday, Wednesday was off the Richter scale. And so I was fishing for yellowfin tuna. I don't know how many I caught and how many hooked up, maybe 50 fish hooked up, maybe between sort of half a dozen boats that were out there doing it. They were doing everything from casting poppers on something like this type of outfit here. You need at least like 50 pounds, this is actually 60 pounds, but 50 pounds not going to cut the grade. It may, but
It's going to take a while.
good luck.
Yeah.
You really need about 80 pounds to do it right. And those guys got spooled out there yesterday and the day before on 80 pounds, even 400 metres of braid. Gonski.
Yep.
So they're big yellowfin tuna, Stu. They're about 40 to 100 kilos.
Yep.
I didn't see much, probably 70 kilos, about the biggest that we saw land, maybe 80. But there's a lot of big ones lost.
Yeah.
And they got smashed.
Yep.
Ripping lures apart, like ripping big poppers, not these brands, but ripping big poppers like that sort of thing, just coming back with a bit of wire on the end.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a fish still attached.
Yeah, sometimes.
But no body
Well, I hope
of the
so.
lure.
Yeah.
But yeah, what they're using, Stu, is big poppers, big stick baits.
Yeah.
That's a big popper there. Wilson Venom popper, stick baits, that
Yeah.
sort of size, and right down to little ones. They're feeding on pilchards, Stu.
Yeah, so smaller baits.
Yeah,
So with
yeah.
tuna, they really get zoned in. Like, not these ones at the moment. They're kind of pretty ravenous, but they do get zoned in on the size bait that they're eating. So if they are eating that small bait, as Dougie said, pillies, you use the pilly size.
That's right.
And sometimes they just won't eat that bigger stuff, but not always the case.
That's correct. So they're just looking for the skills on the water. You need the wind to be under 15 knots, especially not white cap.
Yep.
You look for the birds in about 300 to 1,000 metres deep. They are spread out and they're not all in one area, but they're definitely around on your latitude, to give you some insight, around about 27.45, roughly speaking. Yep. Okay. And looking from 300 metres out on that latitude and look around when you're going out there. But you'll see them on the surface, you'll see a bit of birds, you'll see a lot of whites, and you'll see the sickles sticking out of the water when you get closer. And that sort of scares you a bit because you see how big these yellowfin really are. And if you jump on our post on Facebook today, you'll be able to see how big they are, or Instagram.
Yep.
Also getting them jigging, but your jigs need to be really, same with your trebles and your single hooks on those poppers and stick baits, they need to be strong, guys. Able to hand 80 pound with a lot of drag on.
Yep.
Or plus. And your hooks on your jigs need to be quite strong, if you can see that there. Even little jigs, so little jigs are good, 100, 200 grammers, but the hook and the hardware needs to be able to handle that heavier line.
Yep.
Yeah, really important. Bycatch going to be big dolphin fish and even the odd wahoo at this time of year.
Yep.
And obviously striped marlin, blue marlin.
Yep.
There's a game comp on this weekend too, this Saturday with the Gold Coast Game Fish Club. So there'll be quite a lot of guys out there Saturday. Saturday's weather looks really good. I think it's like 8 knots at 11 o'clock in the day.
Yep.
So it's pretty good. Sunday does get a bit windy, a bit northerly during the day as the day goes on. Sunday morning might be right up to about 9 or 10 o'clock. But it's a 50 or 60k run out. So make sure your boat's sound, make sure you have plenty of fuel, and preferably with another boat if you're a newbie at it, okay? And don't go there if it's blowing 20 knots.
No,
Yep.
don't do it.
Yep. Okay, so we've now covered out wide. But while we're there, Stu,
Yep.
deep dropping.
Deep dropping, mate.
Good?
It's been not too bad. Very current dependent this time of year.
Yeah, so the current's been running in on the 50 fathoms and a bit on the 36, but out wider hasn't been as strong.
Yeah.
Not as strong.
Yep.
So it's sort of like up and down, depends where you are, as Stu's saying.
Yep.
So it's just on the day you get out there and give it a crack. But the bottom fishing's been quite good. Flamey's, bar cod.
Yep.
Blue eye's been good to it. At Jimmy's Mountain's been really good for blue eye. Similar area to the yellowfin tuna.
Yep.
Yep. And in closer, the pearlies have been good if you can find them, and the current's not too hard.
Yep.
Yeah. Dolphin fish, now fads on the 50 fathoms. You got a few,
50 fathoms, yeah. We got just shy of a bag out, mate. We've got 14 fish between 3 of us, so plenty of fish. We're all having dolphin fish for the next couple of days. But look, the size was not real flash. They were up to about, say, 80 centimetres. And Dougie, they would not eat anything but a half pilly, mate.
Yeah, that's right.
It's amazing.
So Jack, my son, was out with Timmy there about 2 weeks ago, and they were smashing soft plastics, jigs, vibes, anything. Didn't matter what you threw out, they took it. They didn't need to resort to bait at all. But yesterday, you guys threw every lure under the sun at them. Didn't want to know about. And they took cube baits, right?
Yeah, we got down to like a 3/0 hook, single 3/0 hook. Tiny little bit of pilly, about the size of your thumb, really. And with 16-pound leader, mate. That's it.
16-pound leader.
Very light, mate.
Stewie size.
Go light to get the bite, and I smashed them.
Okay.
But no, they just wouldn't eat like 30-pound.
Yeah.
They just didn't do it.
Yeah, okay.
So lighter the leader. We got a few bust-offs, but that's part of the parcel. But yeah.
Okay. Oh, just one thing I meant to mention to them, yellowfin tuna skirts are good too, guys. So if you haven't got a popper rod or a jig rod and you want to catch them, skirts are fine. The biggest size I'd probably use would be around about a 10 or 12 inch, that size there. But because they're feeding on pilchards that are only that long, I'd be using more smaller stuff. But you need to make the hook size that's in there appropriate to the size of the fish. So you can't go putting a light gauge like a little black or a dolphin fish type hook in there, which is only quite a light gauge like that, on 80-pound tackle. It will just bend straight out when they do their big run. So you need to, because you put a lot of pressure on, they're doing big circles down deep, you need to work them up, and there's a lot of pressure on that hook. So keep your hooks quite a heavy shank and very sharp. And your leader probably around minimum 130 up to about, I'd be probably running about 200 at least. Yeah, because the 100 kilo fish is a bit of strain on the line. Although it's only as much pressure as the drag you're putting on there, but still there's a bit of pressure. Stu, do you guys have a crack for snapper out there yesterday?
Yeah, we had a bit of a look. Lots of snapper on the 50 fathoms, that southeast type of mark. But they just didn't bite, Dougie.
Didn't bite, no. So the bite period yesterday when Stu was out was a week bite. I think it was, I looked at it, was about 18%. Got up to about 23%. But it was terrible. Where on Saturday it jumps up to about 80% or 75%. Sunday, all days around 90. So that's a big day Sunday. So let us know if it does work for you guys, that bite thing. So if you had bad bites during the week, that's the reason why. Although coming in closest, they smacked the snapper in close yesterday.
Yeah, they bit really well in that, like say 35 to 55 metres.
Yeah, that's right.
So 18s and 24s.
So a lot of fish around 80 centimetres, and they were caught everywhere. They caught up the pin, they caught down off burley, they caught at the front, and some guys bagged out quite quick. So the water temp's about 22 in close, it's about 23 out wide, is it, mate?
Around about 23.
So Stu, I'd be probably maybe having to go with float line pillies. Put down a living for a big one maybe. We'd probably get maybe a bycatch of a cobia this time of the year, or maybe a jewie.
Still,
and definitely like
jigs,
little jigs like that Stu,
So any like smaller, wider profile jigs, so like those slow blats, the new Vex stuff that we've got, Dougie, been smashing them, really good. Great hooks on them too, and they're they're very reasonably priced for what they are.
Bang for buck, like these little Berkeley's, these are like just ridiculously good.
They're really good.
Actually, they're like $13 or something, and really, really good. They work well, and obviously ball jigs are really good as well. We've got a massive range of these at the moment, hundreds and hundreds of different colours and sizes. Stu, so you got baits, jigs, slow pitch, and obviously liveys. And then that's about probably it for offshore, I think, at the moment. It's been happening. We'll come up to jumping pin area now inside. So you've been up there during the week. Flat out fishing, Stu, because we've got a comp on this. We've got a comp on this Sunday. It's our shop comp.
I had a little bit.
And there's a bit of tension between Stu and I at the moment because, he wants to beat me. And
there's other reasons, but I'm not going to say it.
So Stewie's been up there sussing it out and won't tell me anything. And I haven't had a chance to get out much, so I get out for 1 hour during the week. Not enough time.
Just to give you a really quick insight, I'm painted as a bad person right now.
No,
I've rung Doug on Monday. Actually, no, you rung me to tell me to do something.
Yes.
And I said, Dougie, how you going, mate? Yeah, good. Oh, what are you up to? Flat out, mate, just working, just doing some stuff around home, doing this, doing that. I said, oh yeah, what'd you catch this morning? Didn't go. I said, no, what'd you catch this morning? Didn't go, mate. And I said, that's funny, because I saw you coming in the boat, going under the bridge, back to your house at 8 o'clock when I was going to work.
I fueled it up.
And he says, I fueled it up. I said, why do you take 6 rods when you fuel it up? There was silence. I have to go.
I was there in the mat, actually, because they've been in the rod locker.
So, at that point, our friendship went out the window and Doug's true colours shine through. So there you go. Okay,
so we'll get back to the fishing.
All will be
so how'd you go, Stu? You got to tell people how you went, mate.
Yeah, I caught a few. It was not too bad.
Okay, and good size?
Up to about 75, yeah.
Well, that's the most I've heard so far. Okay, good. That's very good.
Got 2 at once, actually.
And whereabouts at, Stu?
Up there.
Come on, mate. So Kalinga Bank's been going all right. There's a few fish in the deep, guys. Yeah. And I'd definitely be trying Kalinga Bank on the morning high tides we got this weekend, Stu. Give that a go, maybe short on and Gold Bank. The usual spots. Casting hard bodies on the flats and soft plastics in the deep. Try a bit of vibing if you want in the deep. Once that tide starts running out during the day, I'd probably definitely fish the edge of the banks or the holes as the tide gets lower.
Yeah, the biggest thing is look for clean waters. Even though we've had no rain and pretty small tides, there's still a lot of dirty water kicking around. So look for that clean water. It's generally a bit cooler and it generally holds more bait than dirty water. So that's why fish is always better in that cleaner, cooler water. So
Okay. Stu, there's been plenty of whiting. I spoke to a few guys and actually they report so many whiting have been caught on around Tipplers and in the bedroom area, Pandanus Island. The basin, Kalinga Bank's been really good up towards the Slipping Sand's been alright.
Yeah.
And I think down the back of Tiger Mullet's been really good too.
Yeah.
Yep, sort of halfway down there. So plenty of whiting around. You want worms or yabbies for bait.
Yep.
And there's a few muddies showing up. There's been a lot of sand crabs at the top of the bay around from sort of Canipa Passage up to Dunwich area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good.
While we're
and
on the
big
whiting,
crabs too.
While we're on the whiting thing, little surface lures have been working pretty good. I was actually fishing up around the lagoons up the Pin, Dougie.
Okay.
Mate, there was a school of jelly. You don't see jelly prawns up in that area much, but there was a school of jelly prawns probably about 150 metres long, really skinny one going along the bank. And these whiting, mate, were coming out of the deep, smashing them, mate.
Were they?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
nice.
I mean, if I've had more time with poppers and stuff, you would have smashed them.
Yeah, those
stick baits and stuff like that.
The Japanese one which we designed for tackle was the Japanese Evi Panic.
Yep.
Made by Jackson. They're a great lure for whiting. Cyst hooks on the end.
Yep.
Yeah, so Stu, was there any flated chasing the whiting at all, mate, by any chance? Maybe.
I'll tell you Sunday, Arvo, mate.
Okay,
nice. There wasn't. There actually wasn't. I caught a few little ones.
Okay, cool. Yep. So we'll head down the Broadwater now. So down the Broadwater in town, I went up whiting fishing on Monday night, I think it was, Monday. Yeah. We only got like 15. It was a bit of a quiet bite. It was actually a 0 week bite on the screen. But we still got like 15. Biggest about 35 centimetres. A lot around 25, 27, 28 centimetres. But there's fish there, and obviously some beach worms, but which I normally do quite well on. But definitely the Narang River's been fishing quite well at night time around the council chambers, or it's now called Hotter. We're in the Hotter Art Centre. You'll see the boats on the corner near the red there. That's the spot. Down the Broadwater in town, back away break's been quite good. I see Clint got a heap of whiting on Gold Coast River charters yesterday.
Yep.
And they're getting squid still, Stu.
Yeah, still plenty of squid around, mate. So a couple of jigs kicking around there. Depends on that depth, but generally, Dougie, deeper water, mate.
Yeah, deep water in the channel, and they're big arrow squids. They're quite good size at the moment. So quite a few of those around. We'll move to the Seaway area. So the slimy mackerel, when I went past on Monday afternoon heading up to the river, there was a school the size of 2 football fields of slimies on the top, just frolicking away everywhere. And there was boats there casting into them and getting on bait jigs, whatever. Yep. Big slimies. Unheard of before, that been in the Seaway for about a month now, 3 weeks I've been there. Yeah. But in there, guess what's in there? Some big kingies.
Massive kingies,
mate. Yeah, so they've been really big. We've had, I think yesterday afternoon there was about 3 caught by our customers that I know of, and each fish was at least 10 to 18 kilos. And they're just obviously getting the liveys and dropping them back down live. Yeah. But they're solid fish, and they get them right on into the edge of dark in the afternoon. So that's obviously been a high tide at the moment, but now it's sort of going after dark. You'll probably get a morning bite, So I'd be getting the first thing in the morning, getting those liveys because they're mainly on the running tide, the liveys.
Yes.
Last the running tide, and then drop them back down in amongst the bait school.
Yep.
And just drifting, and do another lap, just go up and down, up and down, up and down, and have 2 or 3 liveys out. Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely. Big kingies. Make sure you're fishing about probably at least 30 pound, if not 50 pound braid, or 30 pound mono.
Yep.
And probably about a 50 pound leader. And 7 hooks, 8 hooks.
Yep.
The big mouse. Yeah, so give that a crack. A few dewies been caught. Lee got Holzbunk got some nice dew early in the week too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just on the end of the North Wall there in that hole.
Yep. Quite good. And obviously Crab Island for the flatties has been still good. Yep.
Yeah, so again, bait's really small there. So I'd be using smaller stuff like the little crushed cities. In the suspect one, just a little 3-inch paddle tail.
Yep.
Or Dougie, like even go down to this size. Like this is 2.5 inch, but these have been working on 2.
Well, we actually use these in the Flatty Classic because they just come out at that time, and we had a couple of samples, but they're out on the shelf now, and they worked. Especially in those where you get those little drains that drop into a little hole in amongst the sandbanks, and then all the fish are stacked in there. They love that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very light jig head, maybe 1/8 or 1/6. Yeah. Small 1/0 or 1s. In the hook size. Stu, I was speaking to a couple of guys that been fishing up around the Aldershots, and there's been a few threadies around as well, and plenty of flatty up there as well. And a couple of guys I spoke to got some really good whiting in the Cooma River South Arm, between Paradise Point Boat Ramp and Century Cove, along the banks there. Really big whiting, so good whiting, and also good muddies as well. So plenty of muddies as well, and flatties. There's fish everywhere. If you're land-based at the moment, I know at Bunns Bay there's been a few whiting up there. That jetty at the end of Bunns Bay there, which is past SeaWorld, there's a jetty at the end of the bay there, quite deep there. That's been quite good at night time. Haven't heard of the hairtail again, but
a bit too warm for that now.
Yeah, getting a bit too warm. But definitely plenty of whiting there at night, and you'll probably get yakkers. No, get slimies. It's not clean enough, I don't think, but you might get yakkers there again.
Yakkers there,
so give that a go. And probably the foreshore. This is the time of the year you get whiting off the foreshore. So Chara Seafood all the way to Paradise Point along the foreshore. Probably the go. All on the spit maybe. The beach. Saturday is going to be a good day for beach fishing if you want to go get some whiting or dart. Taylor, they're hit and miss at the moment. They're not around like they were a couple of weeks ago. But might be worth a go, and definitely I would probably concentrate on the close gutters, dart, whiting. You got a rising tide in the morning, so that's a good tide for dart and whiting as well. They come over the bank into those little drains, and just using worms and yabbies for bait. Pippies if you can get some. What else is happening in Stu on the beach? Anything else, mate?
I think that's about it, Dougie, to be honest, on the beach scene. Heaps of worms out there.
Plenty of worms. Plenty of worms. And then in the freshwater side of things, Jacks. I'll talk about Jacks.
It's starting to get warm, as you noticed, but heaps of guys, Dougie, still chasing bream and stuff like that, getting absolutely smoked, and it means it's jack time. So things like these little duos, they've been working really good. Just small jerk baits, little paddle tails, things like that. Vibes actually work really good, Dougie, so vibing around the pontoons and stuff like that, just in that smaller size.
I'd be giving those new TT vibes a bit of a crack because the colours are just awesome.
They smack it, Good. The hardware's really good on them as well. So
just vibing the edge of jetties and holes and any timber area. We got a bit of structure. And Stu, if it's a bit windy on Sunday, just practice doing some trolling for flathead with the kids. It's really good fun. And you try your lure, little lures like these fellas here, Stewie. The little Xeric Tango Shad, very popular. And the Daiwa is doing a massive range of flatty trolling lures at the moment, this range here. Are really good, they've got different types, colours, depths. But that's the sort of thing you want to use, very small, 50 mil, 60 at the most. And you're trolling that sort of edge of the banks in that, Stu likes trolling about a metre of water, like trolling about 2.5. But whatever you want to troll is you troll. Put it this way, on the run out tide, troll a bit deeper bank, and when the tide's flooding and the bait's going over the shallows, troll the shallows. Does that sound true? Is that fair, right?
How's this sound? If there's water there, flathead are going to be there.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
There you go.
Okay.
They're only a skinny fish. They don't have much water to cover them.
Yeah. So anyhow, but trolling's really good, and troll with the tide, and drop your line back about 10 or 12 metres behind the boat, and if you've got any weed in there, you have to wind in, take it off, drop it back out again. But you will get a lot of fish, and it's very productive rather than just casting all the time.
And you catch brim and whiting and
trevally,
tailor, all that stuff as well. So it's not just flatties, but you definitely do catch a lot of flatties doing it.
Definitely, yeah, and some big ones too.
Yeah.
So that's probably about it. We'll go to the dam now. Heaps of bass at the dam. I had a gentleman yesterday. He's been land-based at the back of the dam on the Springbrook side. And got some really good Saratoga, like 65 centimetre ones. Quite chunky. And some really good big bass. I think 50 to the fork. Which is
that's a big bass.
Pretty impressive. And quite a few other customers catch them as well. So the bass and the hens has been really good. The hens has dropped down to about 82%. So there's a lot of bases of timber that's holding bait and then I guess. Where before it's quite deep, but now it's down around the bottom. It's a bit more bushy or whatever, a bit more tree roots down the bottom. And the fish have been pushed down a bit deeper into that area, or shallow now, but further down the tree. And it's holding a lot of fish. So if you're on a land base, try the back areas of Springbrook near of the dam near the Springbrook Bridge there, or maybe the western side around the boat ramp or the water tower area. Give that a go. If you've got a kayak or a paddleboard or a electric motor on a boat, go wherever the timber is. That's the go. Trolling lures are really good too.
So trolling stuff like those ones, Dougie. That's like a Tilson bass. Helco one. Surfer stuff. First light, last light, Dougie. All the cicadas go well. They look like they're dropping out of the trees, so they look very natural when they fall. And when that sun's up, like even little curltails, Dougie, smack it, you know.
So there's a big comp on this weekend out at Warralong Dam, which one of our staff is fishing in. So we wish Marcus all the luck in that, and it's quite a big one. So for the top prize is a boat or something like that. Pretty good. So anyhow, good luck. So guys, this weekend weather looks really good. There's a bit of a change coming through Monday night, Tuesday. So start with the water that time. It's supposed to get to 40 knots. Probably a big thunderstorm with it, I dare say. It's from the south, so we've got a bit of wind blowing to mid next week at least. So this weekend is the go. Saturday's the go. Sunday, probably Broadwater or early morning, not sure. Good luck. Okay, so don't forget about our seminar. So we've got a seminar on next Thursday's booked out. The one on after the 26th on dolphin fish, we still have spots available. We're doing one 2 days before that on the 24th, which is on catching those big yellowfin tuna. All the ways, techniques of doing it. Okay, enjoy. Don't forget to follow us on our YouTube page, the Birds Fishing Channel, and all the info, all the staff here, Stewie especially, full knowledge, ready to help you. Thank you.
Too easy. Thanks.